Okay, so Young Black and Married, how to snuggle through the struggle.
Well, we met on the 4th of July about 5 years ago.
I ain't gonna say it happens often, but it has been times where okay, so now we did tell you that we are filming right now, and we will publish publish the content. So I just want to make sure that you keep yourself completely anonymous. Don't mention any names, specifics, nothing like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you DM'd us. You said, "How do you heal and move on after you both have cheated in your marriage?" So my first question was, when we was discussing this, is who cheated first?
I'm not sure who cheated first. I think we were cheating at the same time. I don't know if it's a first or second. We never discussed, dates. Maybe, when and around what time, yes, but not ever. So I'm not sure who cheated first. We were both cheating.
Alright, so how'd y'all find out about each other's
infidelities?
He asked how did I find out?
Yeah.
My husband went to my email and he brought it to my attention that he saw some things in my email from the other person.
Okay.
And I did not confirm anything that evening. After a few days had passed, it was kind of weird. And I kept praying about it, trying to figure out, where to go or, how to kind of handle it, because I really wasn't prepared to tell him at the time. However, after praying and praying and praying, I ended up getting a hold of his email, and there were pictures of girls, and at that point, I felt like, okay, we have to have a conversation. A conversation has to be had at this point. So that's how we told each other at the same time. And it was kind of like, we caught each other, kind of. So we discussed it at that time.
And what was the discussion?
The discussion kind of started with me, and it was a little bit more out of anger, only because prior to us getting married, there was a lot of, before we got really serious with each other, because we've been together for 10 years.
10 years?
And there was a lot of, it's been 10 years. We've been married for, June 8th will be 3 years been married. And there was a lot of cheating and, kind of baby mama issues prior to us getting married. And it did stop, and then that's kind of how we got to be married. It did stop for a little while, so I thought, but after going through emails, it didn't stop. He kind of just kept doing it. And when we talked about it, he really didn't have a clear answer on to why he did it.
So, were you cheating because you felt like he was cheating? Like, what caused? I mean, I know you can't.
No. In the 2 years, 2 of those years, and before we were together, because it was a lot of on and off, he moved to New York for about 2.5 years. And in that time frame, I ended up meeting a guy friend, and we were just friends at first, and it kind of went from us just being friends to being something completely different. And we've always been really, really good friends. And with me and my husband, while we were engaged for almost 2 years, while we were engaged, there was a lot of distance, there was a lot of I don't want to say we had trust issues, but there were a lot of issues with his family, and I didn't feel like he had my back. I didn't feel like he was giving me any attention. It was just a lot of things. So the only way that I could pretty much escape from that was I had my friend who I had prior to him moving back to Florida. And we stayed in contact, we stayed, close. So there was more of a friendship there than anything.
Okay.
How'd
you meet this male friend? Like, y'all work together or something? Like, how'd you meet?
Yes, we did work together. We worked together a few years ago.
And so is it that you were interested in the guy, or was it just, like you said, it was just an escape for you? Just because he was kind of giving you what the other guy wasn't?
Well, it started out as a friendship, it became an escape, and then it turned into something else. It turned into, because there's a lot of feelings involved. We've known each other for almost 7 years. So there was a lot of closeness involved. There was nothing that I didn't share with him. There was nothing that he didn't share with me. And he also had, he had his baby mom at the time who he was living with or dealing with.
So the guy that you cheated with, he was also cheating too? Because that was my thing. I was going to ask you, did he know your situation? And he's in a situation too?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So it was more like it seemed like it was more just like an impulsive thing, if anything. Because it seems like your relationship with this dude, it kept changing, becoming more and becoming more. And what was your status with your husband at the time? As you're getting deeper feelings for this guy, how were your feelings for your husband?
My honest feelings were, let me say this first. We have 2 kids together. So a lot of me trying to make it work was becoming bad. And I kind of dealt with some things. Certain things got better, certain things didn't. And it was, I don't know. I don't know. I went through this, I love him a lot type thing, and then I went through a I hate you. I don't want to be anywhere around you for a little while. And then it got better because before we were, a lot of this happened before we were engaged. A lot of this happened after we were married. So there were breaks of, time frames. And most of it happened after we got married because there was a lot of things going on. My guy friend on the outside who I was messing with, he was my happy place, I would say to myself. He was my happy place. He was where I didn't have to think about everything that I had going on at home. I didn't have, I had somebody who I could talk to, somebody who understood what I was going through. So that's how we became so close.
To really be open with you and with each other. But I feel like y'all should take it a step further. Because, like, do you know the password to, like, his phone, his email, stuff like that?
I brought that up. I discussed it. I tried to bring it up to him, and it turned into an argument. So that's what's bothering me. Because after everything came to the open, I unlocked my phone. I unlocked, my computer. I unlocked email. So there's nothing, not open to him. At any time he wants to see any Instagram or Facebook, he has full access to it. So when I brought it to his attention that I wanted the same thing in return, he's like, well, I don't want to have a phone anymore. I just want to turn his phone turned off. So I'm like, well, is that a lack of control? Is that, what is it? Why are you taking to it like that? Why are you saying not to just have a phone anymore? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that is a little shady, like no flags, but I feel like that's where, again, you have to tell him, this is what I need. This is what I want. And if this is something that you cannot give me, how are we going to move forward? Because you're open, you're willing, you have, and I feel like shared passwords, that makes the relationship stronger.
It does. It shouldn't be no secrets.
It shouldn't.
Nah.
So, I can understand how...
If y'all sharing PIN numbers, y'all should be able to share everything.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah. If you're sharing PIN numbers, you should be able to share anything. That's true. Very true. So, I mean, well, how are you taking it though? Like, are you taking it like, okay, so you must still be cheating? Or are you taking it like, is it like, are you worried that he, you know, that's his reason why? Because I can't see any reason why a man wouldn't be like, okay, here's the password. Like,
Well, how I'm kind of dealing with it right now, it's hard for me because I want me stepping out was more of an outlet for me. So, and it was me really not dealing with stuff, dealing with nothing really. I would get upset. We would have an argument, and I'd be like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm going, I'll be back later. So now is, okay, we're having an argument, we're talking. I have to stay here, and I have to deal with it. I can't, run to this other person, and step outside, because it doesn't make it any better. So it's been really hard for me because I don't have that our communication is very off. And it's always been really off. Even when we did go through, premarital counseling, and we've been through counseling even after the fact. We did individual, and then we did couples counseling together. So the communication has always been off. So I really don't know how to handle a lot of what's going on. I really don't. Am I home?
Is he home? Like, where is he at? Why are you working?
He's working. He works.
So
but I work from home.
So does he just go to work and come back home?
He goes to work, and because I have some trust issues, he picks up our youngest son on the way home, and he has to pick him up by a certain time. So there's really no in between. He has to come home.
So he's been moving like that though, like even on his days off. Where is he?
On his days off, normally we don't spend a lot of time apart. We're normally always together.
Okay.
There shouldn't be no trust issues.
Yeah, I mean, but considering the circumstances, I can see how that can be.
I can see how it could come up, but I mean, if y'all working towards it, if y'all spending all your time together.
Yeah, because that's a good sign that y'all are addressing one another's needs and y'all are spending time together. Yeah. Y'all just got to keep doing it.
Keep doing it, keep working on it, and what I do need to suggest is y'all got to get rid of the opposite sex friends.
Yeah, that's a no-go.
Yeah, you gotta do that. You shouldn't have male friends.
Yeah, because really,
he should have female friends.
Yeah, because it leaves no room for suspicion. Nothing.
It leaves no room for the it went somewhere it shouldn't have went type of thing. There ain't no room for that.
Yeah, because if you're not even dealing with them, then it couldn't even, went that far. As long as you keep being positive, you just gotta look for the positivity in everything.
Yeah, look at the glass half full and not half empty.
Yeah, because it seems like if he's going to work and he's coming home and y'all spend the time together on the weekend, I mean, other than him refusing to, do something that you wanted or needed, unless you didn't stress it to him like that, because if you let it roll off, he's going to let it roll off. Mm-hmm. But if that's something that you need to, okay, like I need this in order for me to be sane, then that's what should be done. Especially, y'all got kids together. Y'all have years together.
Like 10 years, that's a long time.
Yeah.
You gotta keep that going. Ain't too many of us like that.
Yeah.
Keep that going.
But I feel like y'all moving in the right direction now.
I don't know if he's really willing to budge on the email thing. I don't think he...
Keep working on it. Keep working on it. It's a slow process. Y'all have to really build, trust again.
Because you know what? And I'll be honest with you, speaking as a man, he might still be doing something, whatever. But if you stay on his back about it, he's going to eventually stop and give up the password. He's going to give in. Especially if he loves you.
Yeah, you just got to be consistent. You got to show him, look, I love you. I want to be with you. Give me your password so we can be together. Yeah, do y'all argue a lot?
Just might want to chill and watch the game.
We don't argue a lot anymore. I have learned to let a lot of things go. a lot of things not worth arguing about.
Mm-hmm.
So I have learned not to, anytime I feel an argument, but that's a part of our communication again, where it gets stopped. Anytime I feel an argument coming on, I just shut it down. I don't even want to talk anymore because I don't see the purpose of arguing. There's no reason to keep fighting. I don't.
Just change the subject or just don't say nothing like you said. Just stay silent.
But I feel like y'all are moving in the right directions. Y'all are doing a lot of things that are actually beneficial to your relationship.
Yeah, he's spending time with you.
Yeah, and you guys keep making that effort and keep moving forward and building the trust back, because that's gonna be like your biggest issue. Because it's not like, okay, you just got a problem with him, y'all got a problem with each other. You see what I'm saying? So now both of y'all have to let y'all guards down and build that trust back up. And just because you're moving a little faster than he is, you still gotta accept the progress and the effort that he's making at the same time.
Well, I do accept it. I'm trying to accept it. The hardest part for me right now is I really don't trust giving my stuff to him, which is starting to cause more problems. I don't.
What do you mean?
I don't really.
Y'all not doing it?
Y'all not intimate?
No.
That's an issue.
No.
That's important to me.
Is it initiated on anybody's part, or?
Yeah, it is initiated. It's initiated on his part.
Yeah, so let him stick you.
Oh, but you want to worry about him cheating? Like, no, you can't do that.
You can't deny him.
You gotta. This is what I suggest you do, right? So if y'all can just get a night by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Do something nice for him. Show him that you appreciate him. And you ain't been giving him none either, and you worried about him cheating. Like, you have to put yourself back into romance and not just sex, because that's probably how you might be looking at it. You have to be romantic, intimate. It gotta be emotional. Y'all have to get that back too. It's not just about he a man. He gonna want to do it anyway. So I know he probably like many hand jobs or whatever, but you can't hold back the cookie jar. You gotta let the cookies out the jar. Like, you have to, and do it in a way that y'all can really connect. Light some candles, do the music, get some little nasty toys, go shop with Pure Romance by Anisha, somebody, and bring that old thing back. Yeah. I'm telling you, I feel like that's going to be the cure. Y'all just have to get back in that vibe of being in love with each other. Because you're not going to refuse sex to a man that you're in love with. You're going to be ready to go. This is the thing. I feel a lot of times that I am doing it, but I'm doing it because I know that he needs it. I'm not doing it because I genuinely want it, or, I'm doing it because it's for him. I'm at that point now where I don't want to do it just because it's for him no more. But you can't be selfish, though.
Do you still like him?
Yeah, like you don't want to do it with him?
Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't.
Y'all need to like each other first.
Yeah, y'all need to y'all might need a vacay, or something.
Or just a date, for real.
No, seriously. Because y'all have to remember why y'all are together. Yeah. It's not because, like you said, you felt guilty because of the kids. It's not because when we're not doing nothing for our kids by staying in unhealthy, unhappy marriages.
Nothing.
We're not doing nothing for them. Because they see that the vibes, the energy, all of that is going to affect them. So y'all just have to, you gotta put yourself, you gotta be a little more, I don't know, I want to say you kind of selfish, but you kind of gotta, I don't know, you probably just feel like that because he cheated too. So it's kind of F him.
I'm going to say selfish a little bit because I feel like I give a lot. And up until this point, I feel like I've given so much and it's not appreciated. It's almost like, how dare you? And that's kind of how I feel. And I understand, I did it too. But at the end of the day, I still feel that way. I still feel like, how could you do that? Why would you do that? After everything we've gone through, that I've dealt with being with you, everything I've put up with, why would you do that?
Why would he cheat on you, or why would you cheat on him? You can't forget what you did. See, that's the thing. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The problem with a lot of women is that y'all be
wrong and strong.
Strong about it. You gotta be wrong and know that you're wrong. Like I tell her.
He does say that all the time because, like, okay, yeah, we have this happens all the time over here too. It's like, okay, I'm wrong, but you're wrong too. And it's like we just keep going back and forth. You're wrong too. Okay, I was wrong, but you was wrong. We just gotta be wrong and accept that and move forward. And I feel like you kind of not moving on. Like you kind of wanna. I feel like
you holding resentment.
Yeah.
You gotta let it go.
Yeah, like you holding a grudge.
And everything. If y'all gonna be together,
y'all
gonna be together.
Yeah, and be happy together.
Yeah, just let that shit go.
Have you moved on from this?
No, I haven't.
You see what I'm saying? You have to move on. See his effort. Look at his effort.
And I've tried. This is the thing. I've tried, and I'm doing everything that I can. Like I'm trying different things. Like I'm back cooking every day for him. I'm back doing the little things that I would normally do that I did before. Because I feel like, okay, well, I need to at least try and get 100%. Because if I was stepping out, I wasn't giving 100%. As much as I was asking them to give 100, I wasn't giving 100. So let me try and give. So I'm trying to do those things. I'm trying to show him that I appreciate him as my man. And it's hard because I go back to that place of, why would he do that?
Well, why would you do that? You have to accept responsibility for your actions, and he has already. And I feel like that's why you're so bothered, because he's moved on. He like, I mean, well, she cheated too. Obviously, there's some stuff in our relationship we need to work on. He's at that, and if he's coming home, he's spending time with you, he's doing all of these things. He's moved on. He's waiting for you to come on. That breakthrough that you need is going to be you moving forward. You have to move on. Because, yeah, how could he do that? But you have to look in the mirror and say, how could you do that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do not ruin your marriage because you cannot move on.
And we're only young. I'm 29. He's 36. So for us not to be intimate only maybe once a week, sometimes not even that, it's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. So it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I just feel like it seemed like he's putting in the effort to show you that he wants to be with you. And I feel like you should appreciate that regardless of the situation, because before you can make him happy, your kids happy, you got to be happy. And like you said, why are you so angry? You have to move on and you have to give up the cookies. Like you cannot, y'all are never going to get that emotion, that intimacy back until y'all have that back. And that's just facts. Like, that's how we as couples, we connect. That's on a different level. And you have to give that back to him. You gotta unlock it. Like, you gotta give it back to him.
I don't know. I think I need to see
and that's a big part of, let me tell you, because that's a big part of you moving on. That's a big part of you moving on. Is being back intimate, building that intimacy with him. Yeah, you need to find
love. Like
your love for him.
You might love him, but you're not in love right now.
Yeah.
It's different. So you need to find.
But I feel like she's not letting herself be
in love, yeah, because she's still holding on to what happened.
Okay. I'm gonna try some other things and see if it works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah. And we always here, our DMs is always open, so if you want to give us a update, if you got questions, whatever, we don't have to do it like this, but, we still communicate with everybody, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would definitely keep you all posted, because hopefully some things will change.
They will.
Hopefully my feelings will change.
Not hopefully, don't try.
Don't try.
Do.
Yeah. And don't say hopefully, things will change.
They will.
Yeah, positivity.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So I will keep you both posted on what's going on, and I'm praying right now real hard
Be
that
positive.
it gets better.
Yeah.
I
Just
am.
be positive. All right. We appreciate you. We really
I
do.
really do.
And we hope that
I appreciate you both too.
yeah, we hope that, you know, we did help and, you know, you guys can stay young, black, and married, son.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. So I thank you both, and y'all have a wonderful evening. I will definitely DM you again if I have any questions.
All right.
We'll see you on the ground.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you both so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.